From Antalsia to Alkbar, Magic players know a lot about the multiverse. It's time to put that knowledge to the test. Welcome to Battle of Wits. Our show today features three wonderful artists who both use cards and playmats as their medium. Let's get to know them a little bit better, starting with Megan. Tell us how you got started in the worlds of Magic the Gathering and art.
So, art, I actually come from a family of artists, so that was always just kind of just a default for me. I actually started Magic the Gathering when I was at a robotics camp, and it was a thing that would happen between like the different like camp classes and stuff. And that was during Onslaught Block in 2002 and 2003. I was 6.
Wow.
But I've kind of drifted in and out of the game in that time. So like I have a huge gap that I'm absolutely going to lose 1,000,000 points for. Between Shadowmoor and basically the end of Ixalan. I have this huge gap where I know only what's Commander relevant.
Well, we'll see if that helps. Okay, let's move on to Drew.
Hello!
How did you get involved with Magic the Gathering, and what led you to the art side?
So, what led me into Magic the Gathering was a friend of mine in high school who gave me a bunch of garbage commons for $25 in quarters. So I bought all these garbage commons, and from there I learned how to play.
Nice.
And since then, I've just been playing, actually, like, legitimately playing, not just like, oh, look, here's a bunch of cool cards for $25 in quarters. I've been playing since about Cons of Tarkir / Fate Reforged, so 2015, yeah, about 2015. And what got me into the art is, at first I just started making like custom planeswalkers for friends and I, just as like a little like in-joke. And then I couldn't afford to play Magic for a while, so I'm like, well, I can try to do artwork for Magic cards. And it worked a little bit, and then it didn't at all. And then in the past few years, since about 2016, I've been designing Magic the Gathering playmats, proxies, alter sleeves, whole deal. And it's just been something I enjoy doing. I enjoy communicating and networking with a lot of players, and just something I enjoy.
Fantastic. And let's go on to ALK. So same questions. How did you get started in Magic the Gathering and art?
Well, it was about 1997, and my older brother had just picked up this card game called Magic the Gathering. And as you do when as a younger sibling, when your older sibling wants to do something but needs another person to do it with, you get pulled into it. And that is the story since then. He is no longer playing, so joke's on him, I guess. To save all that money on cards. For art, I've always been interested in computer graphics. I remember having a issue of 321 Contact magazine when I was young, when they talked about this computer program that could take a photo and make it do weird stuff. It's like, holy crap, that's cool. And once I got a computer program like that, I just started doing that sort of stuff by myself. And then I was really into Pokemon around the turn of the millennium, and into the Pokemon card game. And I found a website where people were making their own versions of Pokemon cards. And I was like, I could do that. And I couldn't, but I was trying. I tried for a very long time, and here I am.
Fantastic. That's great. Yeah, a big thank you to everyone for being here today. So, as always, the format is fairly straightforward. You're going to be answering some questions. I will be giving you points, and obviously the winner is the guest at the end with the most points. If you're playing along at home, please get in the comments and tell us how you get on. So, without much further ado, let's start with round one, which is tiny leaders, you're going to be shown increasingly less pixelated versions of commanders, not specifically tiny leaders, all commanders. You're going to have to guess what the commander is. The first person to guess it correctly gets a point, and if you buzz in and get it wrong, you're locked out until the next commander. So, let's start with our first tiny leader. If you get it from this one... Wow, okay, ALK is buzzing.
Is that Una, Queen of the Fae?
It is not Una, Queen of the Fae. That is a very...
I thought getting it off of one would be so impressive.
That would be extremely impressive. No, that was a very bold, very bold. I think we'll probably move on. ALK, you're locked out for the current commander. Ooh, Megan.
The black member of the Kamigawa Dragon Cycle, the one that when it dies, it drains everyone for 5 life. I cannot remember the name. Dang it.
I think that's good enough for judge purposes.
I know the rules text of the card.
That is good enough for judge purposes. You've uniquely
star.
The Evening Star, Kakusho.
Yeah.
The Evening Star, that is extremely impressive. From the second photo there, I thought this was a really hard one.
I recognize the shape, and the funny thing is, I've never even had that one in my hand. I have the original art.
Yeah, absolutely. That's amazingly impressive. All right, that is a point for Megan. Fantastic. On to tiny leader number 2. You're all back in this one. Ooh, Megan again.
Ilharg the Erasebore.
Ilharg the Razebore from the first picture.
What?
Holy cow!
That's
so here's my secret. My vision is terrible. This is always how I see commanders. I'm very good at recognizing them from nothing.
I'm not even mad. I'm just impressed.
That is extremely
It was the
impressive.
green, just gave it away instantly.
Well, it looks like we've got a ringer for this round. Let's see if the luck continues on tiny leader number 3. No buzzers yet. Okay, that's promising at least. Let's move to our next picture and see if it gets any clearer. Hey, okay.
Sakashima the Imposter.
Sakashima the Imposter. It is. Yes, absolutely. Fantastic. RK poster. A little bit dark art, I have to say, but yeah, very, very recognizable. On to tiny leader number 4. No buzzers. This one might be a little bit tricky, but we'll see. Move on to the next one. That is Drew.
Silvala, Explore Returned, or Silvala, Heart of the Wild.
We'll give you that. It is Silvala. It's Heart of the Wilds. So skip on, and there you go. Nice wolf there. Absolutely.
Nice wolf.
All right, and that is so. Okay, we're pretty even there. There's 4 points apiece.
Oh, that's a wolf. I thought she was a centaur.
No. She's
Is
an
this
elf.
how bad my vision
It's in her creature type.
Listen, both of you assume I read.
Alrighty, let's see if we can even things up a little bit with tiny leader number 5, which is this one.
I have a thing. I think it might be, but not sure yet.
Okay.
Oh, brownie.
Very brownie, absolutely. Let's skip on to the second picture. Intriguing. And again. That's ALK who buzzed in first.
Anafenza Kintree Spirit.
Anafenza Kintree Spirit. That is correct. Yes, Ryan, you there. Lovely little bit of art there. Yeah, absolutely. That point for ALK. Really well done, everyone. Obviously, not tricking any of you there as awesome artists. So yeah, let's see what the scores are after round 1. We have in last place Drew on 1 point, and equal first we have Megan and ALK both on 2 points.
Do I get bonus points for recognizing Ilharg from like 12 pixels.
You just get bonus points in our hearts. That's fine. Cool. All right. Let's move on to round number 2. The round is called The Ultimate Price is Right. I am going to be showing you a card. I want you to guess the price of that card in whole US dollars. And the Scryfall price is what we're going to be using. That is the TCG player market price. So I want you to get as close to the actual price as possible without going over.
Okay.
And if you get within $1 with your guess, you get a bonus point. Let's move on to our first card, which is Slivdrazi Monstrosity, the Mystery Booster playtest card. So, Megan, starting with you, what am I bid for this wonderful, wonderful card?
$47.26.
So, in whole US dollars. So
Fine, $47. That's my guess.
$47. Great. ALK.
I'm gonna say $60.
$60. And finally, Drew.
I had a buddy buy one of these, and I remember it being like exuberantly expensive, like $130,
$130. That's
maybe $140.
You're going. Well, I mean, you could say 61, and it would be.
Oh, come on!
But
don't tell them about the way it works.
I'll say 145.
Wow, 140. Okay, that's very. We're going completely bold. I mean, going for that extra point.
bold.
Let's be fair. It's going for the extra point at this point. Yeah. Okay, the actual price is $168.90.
Nicely done.
So that is
even without the asshole move, you got it. Sorry, what's the content rating on this video?
I have a friend who collects all the slivers and all the planeswalkers, and that was one thing like he was complaining to me about, and I'm like, maybe.
Yeah,
I cannot believe how expensive that is.
Well, we haven't even started yet, so
it offends me how expensive that is.
Well, a lot of expensive cards offend me. The reserve list is bold.
This is put.
This one is very limited.
If you didn't want to play the card, you wouldn't spend the money for it. So just
yeah.
If you can't pay the money, then don't play the card. It's a meritocracy.
Cool. All right, let's move on to the second card, which is Mana Confluence. Wait.
Is that so? The Expedition Mana Confluence.
This is the Expedition Mana Confluence. Yeah, the foil Zendikar Expeditions version of the Mana Confluence. So we're going to start with ALK.
$110.
$110. Drew.
111.
Ooh, 111. Okay, yep. Let's go Megan.
109.
109. Okay, now we're getting into some proper prices right. There we go. Okay, so the actual value is $99.56. So yeah, because you all went over there, none of you get a point.
Yeah, that's true. Right, I thought it was just nearest. I should have said $1.
You should have said $1.
It's Price is Right rules. Closest without going over.
Yeah. This is yeah, exactly. These are the skills. Right. Now we're all on the same page. Now we have tactics in our head.
No, we figured out how to crack the meta.
Exactly. Yeah, you've all cracked the meta. Let's move on to card number 3, which is the Reliquary Tower, a foil F&M 2013 edition of Reliquary Tower. We're going to start with Drew.
$35.
$35. Megan.
I'm going to say $20.
$20. ALK. $36. The actual answer, which might surprise you, is $9.24.
You got it with one.
Yeah, just decided. Basically, just.
I need to. If I think I'm lower, I'm just gonna say $0.
Absolutely, yeah. You can totally do that. All right.
That only works if you're going last, I guess.
Yeah, there is a little bit of a benefit from that, which is why I'm trying to rotate you a little bit. So,
So now you're going first, Megan.
yeah, absolutely. All right,
You gotta go high then.
the next card is The Survival of the Fittest, a foil Judge Gifts version from 2009.
Oh God.
I
Oh,
have
God.
played
Starting
this card.
with Megan.
I'm gonna say $180.
$180. ALK.
$225.
$225. Drew, is that too high or too low?
Let's go
So I
226.
guess-
Let's go 226. It's survival of the fittest.
226. The actual price of Survival of the Fittest Foil Judge Gifts 2009 is $562.92. It is on the reserve list.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm.
Pay this much money for this card.
Like,
it is,
This is
it's
a
probably
piece
the
of
only foil version of
cardboard.
this card as well, because I think the other printing was
Exodus.
Legions or
I'm
something, or
looking-
Legends. Let's move on to the last card in the round, which is Treasure. It's a treasure token, but it is a foil
no. Oh,
Lunar
no.
New Year edition from 2018.
I was looking this one up, and it was like half a year ago.
So, starting with ALK, what do we think? How much would you pay for this wonderful piece of treasure?
$70.
$70. Drew,
45. 40. Yeah, 45.
$45. Megan,
$1.
$1. The actual price is $49.22.
You got it.
Which, yeah, absolutely. That is another point for Drew there, and very impressive round from Drew. I think has got a good portion of the points from that round. All right, let's move on with Mythic round number 1. Mythic rounds are slightly better than normal rounds. There's chances of more points. This Mythic round is called Go Go Godzilla. This is a
Hey.
You Make the Quiz Patreon round by Bolton. So this is going to be... I'm going to show you 4 images. I want you to order those images by their corresponding official card name, not their vanity name.
Oh no.
And I
Oh.
want you to give me there's going to be 1 point for each image in the right position. So lots of points on offer here. 4 points in total, if you can get them all in the correct order.
Correct position, right?
In the correct position, exactly. So this is where you're going to need your pens and papers. So the 4 pieces of art are... We have
Oh.
Space Godzilla, Godzilla Doom Inevitable, Godzilla King of the Monsters, and Godzilla Primeval Champion. I would like you to order those by the name of their official card.
You write them down by their Godzilla names, but in the alphabetical order of their real names.
Yes, precisely. Yes. All right, so let's go round everybody and see what you got. Starting with ALK, what order do you have?
I have the first 2. I'm not sure, but I have Space Godzilla, Godzilla Primeval Champion, Godzilla Doom Inevitable, and Godzilla King of the Monsters.
Okay, Drew, what do you have?
I have Space Godzilla, then Primeval Champion, then Doom, then King of Monsters.
All right, same as ALK. And Megan, what do you have?
Alright, so mine is almost the same. Mine is Space Godzilla, then King of the Monsters, then Doom Inevitable, then Prime. I wrote Prime Titan.
Prime
By
Titan.
force of habit.
Yeah,
Primeval
seems
Champion.
reasonable. Yeah.
So basically the same as them, but my 2 and 4 are swapped.
The actual answer is we have Godzilla Primeval Champion, which is Titanoth Rex.
Titanoth.
We have
Okay.
Space Godzilla, which is Void Beckoner.
Oh, okay.
Wait, Followed
T
by-
through Z? Oh my god.
Godzilla Doom Inevitable, which is Yadaro Wandering Monster.
I got one.
And
Yeah.
Godzilla King of the Monsters, which is Zalortha Strength Incarnate. But we have never seen a Zalortha in any other form, which is one of the weirdest things I found out when I was researching this question.
Yep.
It's it's just a card. There is no other card version of it. So working down, we have ALK. I believe you have 3 out of 4 correct there. Drew, you also have 3 out of 4 correct there. And Megan, I believe you have just the one, which is Doom Inevitable. So adding those points on, we can go to the scores. So in last place, we have Megan on 3 points. Second place, we have
1 point in 2 rounds. I peaked with Ilhag.
You peaked with Ilhag. In second place, we have ALK on 5 points.
Yeah, hi, baby.
And in first place, Drew, we have 7 points. So all to play for going into round number 3, which is Judge. I'm going to be making statements about Magic the Gathering where only one thing is incorrect. It is up to you to buzz in and tell me what one thing's incorrect about that statement. You can have multiple guesses on this one. Some of it might be quite tricky. I'm not going to try and... Well, I am going to try and trick you, but only in one particular way. So, let's move on to our first statement, which is... Dominaria, formerly known as the Nexus of the Multiverse, is the setting for the majority of Magic storylines. As the oldest plane in the multiverse, all early sets except for Arabian Nights and Homelands take place there. AOK has buzzed.
Dominaria is not the oldest plane in the multiverse.
That is correct. Do you know what is the oldest plane in the multiverse?
Equilar.
It is certainly one of the oldest ones that we know about, yes. Equilor is 100 years of planeswalking away from Dominaria. Apparently it took Urza 100 years to planeswalk back from there to Dominaria. So yeah, it's a very, very long way away, and very, very, very old. So yeah, absolutely, well done. All right, the next question is... Lorwyn Shadowmoor was a plane with 2 aspects. Before the events of Eventide, Lorwyn switched to Shadowmoor cyclically every 300 years. This process was called the Great Aurora, and turned all inhabitants on Lorwyn into a dark version of themselves with no memories of their previous lives. Lots of buzzes there. Megan was the first person in there.
Una maintained her memories of her previous life by using, I forget what her name is, but she's a black and partially green character. She was an artificial construct that Una copied her memories into, then retained so that she could maintain control over the entire plane.
Yep, pretty much. That is exactly what I said. Yeah, there were actually there's a handful of people who did retain their memories.
Like the trees remember themselves too.
Yeah, there was Rasheen Meanderer, the sapling.
Kolfanor, that's who it is. Kolfanor.
I think yeah. Kolfanor was.
Her name's just sapling.
Well, it's Sapperling of Kolfanor, but Kolfanor remembered it when it cycled previously because he lived throughout many aeons of Lorwyn Shadowmoor.
Yeah, and then we have Ashley.
That is right in that period that I wasn't out of it.
Brilliant. Aisling, Brigid, Bailey, Marilyn, Una, the Vendilion clique, Rasheen Meander, and the Sapling apparently all retained their memories as part of that. I haven't actually read the stories.
Really they're good. Aurora, if so many people have their memories, it's just like an okay Aurora.
It's fine. Fine Aurora, yeah. Let's meander on to question number 3, which is... Innistrad is chock full of horror references. Thing in the Ice reference is The Thing. Civilized Scholar depicts Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Ludovic's test subject nods to Godzilla. Delver of Secrets refers to The Fly. And Invisible Stalker is modelled after the Invisible Man. Megan.
The Thing is not the actual title of the short story that it is based on, which I suspect is not what he meant. Because Ludovic's test subject is also not a god.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah. That is correct. Yeah. Good. So that is another point for Megan. So Ludovic's test subject nodding to nothing in particular there.
I was trying to think of what specific reference it was. And
it was specifically meant to be a reference to the fact that scientists make experiments and they get out of hand, I believe, was what Mark Rosewater said in his 25-year trivia.
I was stalling while I was talking about the thing, as I was still frantically like going through the entire media library of like, what is a reference to? What is a reference to? What is it a reference to? But no, just fake it. Be like, and it's not, and I definitely know what it is.
Alrighty, let's move on to round number 4, which is called Cattle of Wits. So I've created 4 new cards by taking some old cards and changing one letter in their name into another letter. So I want you to tell me what the name is of the new card. If you're not allowed to view custom cards, Gavin, then feel free to just give yourself 4 points and move on to Mythic round number 2. Let's move on to card number 1, shall we? This is an instant for red. Create 3 1/1 vehicle construct artifact creature tokens with haste and exile them at end of turn. ALK.
Lightning Boat.
Lightning Boat. Yes, it's absolutely Lightning Boat.
Okay. All right, I get it now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Got it.
It's
got it. I understand now.
You understand? Yes. I was gonna give an example, but I thought the first one would be nice and easy just to get you into it.
Yep, that's a good example for sure.
Let's move on to card number 2, which is an instant for 1 and blue. Wow, that's an instant buzz from Drew. Go on then.
It would be Cyclonic. I'm trying to I had it and then I lost it because I'm looking at Zedgy right now. The great Mark Zug artwork.
I'm gonna have to time you out if you can't give me an answer.
Gift. Cyclonic Gift.
Cyclonic Gift. Just in time there. I will give you that. On the cusp. On the cusp.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it Cyclonic Grift?
No.
That's what I was thinking
adding
of.
letter was allowed.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Yeah,
we're just changing. We're just changing letters one for one. So Cyclonic Gift. On to card number 3. Sorcery Arcane for 2 and green. Search your library for up to 2 desert land cards. Megan.
Kodama's Beach.
Kodama's Beach. Yeah, absolutely. Had a lot of fun with that one.
I love. I just noticed. Did you edit the art in these as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
all we did was add an umbrella.
It looks really.
I love it.
I actually lightened the ground as well to make it a little bit more sandy as well. Now that you've all got the hang of this, it is time for the last one in the round. Now that we've gotten the hang of it. You've got the hang of it, which is good. So on to card number 4. So this is an instant. You may pay 1 life and exile a blue card from your hand rather than pay the spell's mana cost. You can exile card spell to create a 0x reflection creature token. Megan has buzzed.
Force of Wall.
Force of Wall, yes.
Nice.
Absolutely, yeah. You get to.
Reflection got me. I thought it was like something mirror related.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be explicit and say it's a wall token. That might have been a bit much. But Force of Wall.
You could have put it in the old frame, and then it would have been like, well, then it must be a wall.
Cool. Let's have a look at those scores. In joint last place, second place, shall we say? Megan and ALK both on 7 points, and in the lead on 8 points is Drew. One point in it.
We can't catch him. Just give it up. He's got it. We can't catch him.
Going into Mythic round number 2, which is Persecute Artist. I'm going to show you all 9 pieces of art.
Oh my god.
8 of these are not by Rebecca Guay. One is. And 1 point if you can guess the Rebecca Guay piece of art. So we will be going in order. We'll be going Megan, ALK, Drew, guessing in turn. And we'll go until somebody gets it right. So, starting with Megan on these pieces of art. Pick a number. Any number.
7.
7. Number 7 was painted by Ron Spears. That, I believe, was a Lorwyn piece of art.
I knew it was
all right.
Lorwyn. That's all I got.
So, let's hear from ALK. Which would you like to pick?
4.
4. 4 was painted by Rebecca Gway. Yes. Congratulations. Yeah, that was... I was hoping to trick you because obviously Rebecca Gway's got a pretty unique style. However, yeah, you were absolutely correct. So let's just quickly scan through all those rest of the pieces of art. We have...
I can tell you who made number 1. Number 1's John Avon.
Number 1 is not John Avon. Number 1 is Donato Giancola.
Then I'm looking at I have a fake card. Holy cow.
Number 2 is John Avon. Number 3 is Anthony S. Waters. Number 5 is Tony I'm going to butcher the name. I'm sorry to Tony Sachugelo. Number 6 is Anson Maddox. Number 8 is Martina Pilsherova. And number 9 is Brandon Kitkowski. Lots and lots of nice pieces of island art there.
What is that from?
Yeah, number 9 is from Shadowmoor. Yeah. The final round today is Now I Know My ABCs. This is a quick fire round. So I will be giving you a topic, then I'm going to show you a phrase related to that topic, but without the vowels. So what I wanted you to do is to guess the full phrase for a point. Starting off...
I get it.
Starting off with one-liners. This is cards... Well, it's not cards, but there are cards with one line of rule text, and these are those lines. So, starting off with this. Any guesses? All right, nobody gets that one. On this one is you have hexproof. All right, let's go on to the second one, which is
You have hexproof.
Okay.
Counter target spell.
Counter target spell. Yep, absolutely.
I just had the wrong window selected when I hit space. Oh well.
On to the next one. Oh, 2 buzzers there. ALK just by a smidge.
Exile all creatures.
Exile all creatures. Yep, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And the next one. Might be a tricky one. Drew.
Create a food token or create food token.
Create a food token is correct.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice. And on to the next one. Ooh. Any ideas?
I saw this license plate.
Drew.
Tap all artifacts.
Tap all artifacts.
Nice.
Yes.
I could see it was tap.
Holy
Okay, we're moving on to X-Men. X-Men are humans with X's in their rules text, or the X cost in their rules text, or the X symbol, shall we say. Let's move on to the first X-Man. I'm going to have to time you all out. It is Magus of the Candelabra.
Ah!
It's a name now.
Yep. All right. On to the next one, which is these are a bit tricky. These ones, obviously. This is a commander, I believe. I'm gonna have to time you out again. It is Izareth the Awakener.
Yeah.
Even
Okay.
close. I thought it was Seer for sure, and I was like, which
Ooh.
what are the...
Yeah.
It's hard when like these names are like fantasy made-up names, like Izareth.
Yeah, they're pretty tricky, aren't they?
This
On to the
is
next
madness.
one, which is
Liturkenst.
If you get these at home, then more power to you. We've lost our guest. The actual answer here is
We've lost our mind.
Elite Arcanist. All right, and enough of X-Men. Obviously, X-Men are a little bit much for us. We're going on to Literakunst. Yeah. We'll be moving on to prolific artists. These are artists with over 200 pieces of magic art. So.
Oh.
There's no Noah Bradley in this, right?
ALK.
Kev Walker.
Kev Walker is correct. Yes. Moving on to ALK again.
Pete Venters.
Pete Venters, yes. And the next one is that's Megan.
John Avon. That's
John
too easy.
Avon, yes, a very, very easy one there. And the last...
It's like almost the whole name is still there.
Yeah.
The last one is a little bit trickier. The last one is a little bit trickier. If you get this one, then you're doing very well. It is also the last one in the quiz, so...
Oh.
Okay.
Svetlin Venelov, and I very hope
I will give that to you. That is Svetlin Velinov, which is very impressive. That's a very interesting. There's only a certain number of people in the magic world that have done 200 pieces of art, and that is one of them. So
I thought you were just reading it out phonetically at first in like a British town.
ALK had a minor stroke.
all right, that was the final question of the game. So we are going to be moving on to the final scores. So how do we think we all did? I
lost.
Last place we have Megan on 8 points.
You got negative points, Megan.
Yeah. Megan's on 8 points.
I will always remember that one of those points is Ilharg.
One of those points is always that nobody can take that away from you.
No one can take that away from me.
That was so good.
That was no scoping Ilhard.
Yeah, just 360 no scope Ilharg.
That's great. That's great. Yeah.
In second place is Drew with 10 points. And obviously in first place we have ALK with an amazing 14 points. So congratulations to ALK. Very good quickfire round there. Very good quizzing all around. Quite tight going into the later rounds. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. Good job. All right, so thanks to all of our guests. Just before we go, let's hear from all of them, just to say where we can find more of your work. So, Megan, if there's anything you want to plug, please shout it out now.
Everything I do is on my Twitter, which is SheepyCutie, where I do all kinds of crazy alters. And also I've been doing these cool full art cards that people can actually buy that are just use them for lands if you want, which is pretty fun. Do giveaways and stuff when I feel like it. Yeah, legally they are just art prints, so I can sell them however I want. Yeah, it's just mine.
Excellent. All right, and ALK, where can people find you and more of your work?
My main account is on Twitter at twitter.com/AltersALK. If you want to see just a gallery of my card alters, that's on Instagram, also AltersALK. Those are the main two. My Twitter has a link tree to the rest of my stuff.
Fantastic. And Drew, same questions.
Hi, my name is BeyondTheMachina. You can find me usually on Twitter at BeyondTheMachina, only there's no E in the. And on Instagram as well at BeyondTheMachina, the sign with an E in the. And I mostly do Magic the Gathering inspired playmats and just artwork for miscellaneous things. I'm also on Patreon, and the Inked Gaming is just BeyondTheMachina. I am most notorious for a meme I made, and it's great.
thanks for all of our guests for playing this week. Hope you had fun at home. Get in the comments and tell us your score. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to like and subscribe, and even maybe get on Patreon for some of that bonus content. Remember, until next time, there is no loftier ambition than the pursuit of knowledge. See you next time.